special message from the one and only, the original Shot Collar Greek. We're on a new channel, baby. It's League on Lock on YouTube. Or if you got that Fantasy Network shit, check it out, 6 o'clock. We on TV now, baby. Everybody's got to represent Greek Nation.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the award-winning podcast, The 187 Show. Today's date is Friday, April 6, 2018. I told you guys the 187 Show was going to end in 2017, but due to the overwhelming support and all the fan mail that I was getting, you know, I got to just dedicate this to all the 187 maniacs, and one in particular. I got to say, C-Section Fan 69, I do it for you, baby. We got a special treat for you guys in the building. You know how the 187 Show always delivers for this special weekend. It's fucking Wrestlemania weekend. And since it's Wrestlemania weekend, I got a couple of guests in the building. Nick Jones over here.
Infowars.com, spread the truth.
And we got the shot caller himself, Big Greek.
Greek Nation, baby.
So, let's just get into it, boys. It's been a long fucking day from me. Fuck it. So we got the Jing versus the Demon Chuck in the JWF Wrestlemania. What do you guys think is going to go down over here?
Demon Chuck, you know, he's salty. Jake heckled him at the Rec Room tournament. The DBZ boys. He wants revenge. I got the Demon Chuck.
See, I originally thought that, like, Demon Chuck might do it, and I've talked myself out of it. I'm going to believe in the poison mist. Jing Needle takes it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to say it's going to be the Demon Chuck. Jing Needle kind of, like, crossed the boundary, I got to say. And then that's the only way, like, he brought out the demon, not the corporate bro. Brought out the demon, so Chuck's going to just choke slam the shit out of him. So next up, we're going to have one of the matches of the centuries. Build up for the last, like, 6, 7, 8 months, I gotta say, maybe the last year. It's the Futanari Conspiracy of the Decade. We got Shot Collar Greek versus TikTok Dudley.
Woo!
What do you boys think about this shit?
It's going to be a tough match.
It's gonna be a tough match.
Yeah,
It's the hatred is real, man. These guys have been cutting promo after promo. And since it's the 187 Show, we got a little special treat for you boys. Why don't we just show these guys what these guys been talking? Pure shit.
Alright, first up, we got the Shot Collar Greek.
Shot Collar Greek, let's go.
In the fucking hatchet, bitch, I'm gonna end you. Just fresh off of calling the shots. The last shot I'm calling is your funeral, you futa bitch.
I think I said that quite eloquently.
Yeah, I gotta say that was some hatred right there, man. That was some real
It was
shit.
from the heart, too. That was from the heart. Now we got
The response.
the response.
The response.
The
Let's
TikTok Dudley.
You know,
Done.
It's a
I'm
long.
sitting at work, minding my own business, when all of a sudden, I get tagged in the chat. I take a look, and there is this ridiculous video from the cock toucher Greek. Shot Collar Greek. Calling me out, saying he's gonna bury me, all this. Motherfucker, I am not thinking about you at all, ever. That's how relevant you are. And after I dust you this evening, you better not call your Fuda boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, to come back you up. Because I will dust them too. Stay fucking free.
Damn.
That was a response.
That's a call out.
That was forceful.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Yep. Well, that's going down tonight. I gotta say, that is one of the matches that I can't wait to see.
Yeah, that's it.
Another match that I can't wait to see is the racist himself, Hollywood Hard R Wilson, going against Steven Dudley.
This is the rubber match, right? They're 1-1.
It's the rubber match.
It's the rubber match.
Is it Jamaican, maybe?
Yeah.
It's at least a year and a half because we did the WrestleMania event.
Yeah, and then Wilson beat up every single other fucking black jobber in the JWF.
Yeah.
And then he got his run back against Steven.
Steven killed him.
No,
and then
he
got the
beat.
run
I
back,
think he
and
beat
then-
Steven.
No.
He beat
Steven
Steven on
killed
the run
him,
back.
and then he got him in the run back, and then Steven shook his fucking hand.
Yes.
That was so
What the fuck was that? That was.
I don't know. He was a
You know?
changed man, I guess.
That was, I think, the season premiere of JWF.
Yeah, that was a big match.
It just showed things to come, like, you know, like the writers, the booking,
It's been brewing for 4 months, and here we are.
and
It's gonna be a bloodbath for sure.
Another match. It's not been brewing for that long. Maybe it's been brewing for about like 2 months now, since maybe January 25th. Yeah, so I'm talking about Marvel versus DBFC. We got Nick Jones versus Goku. One of the realest feuds in the business. This feud is just so crazy that the fans are just getting involved, you know, like fucking Persia the other fucking week
Persia out the
just
audience.
jumped in, just said fuck this shit.
She got handled though, DBZ
Yeah, like,
dismissed her.
I just want to make a PSA to all my 187 show maniacs. Please don't jump in the ring, man or woman. They're professionals, and they're professionals for a reason. You will get fucked up.
Yeah, she got fucked up.
She got fucking destroyed.
But so did Vegeta. Vegeta took that chop and he got busted open.
He got killed in like what, 45 seconds?
45 seconds, yes.
He got dismissed.
Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win this one. Still, it's hard to say
Yeah,
because
they're-
DBFC is like the new king of the castle right now, but Marvel's just like the heart, right?
Yeah.
So like it's like the true baby face. I gotta say, it's hard to see Nick Jones being the baby face, but I think Nick Jones is the baby face of this situation.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
is. Although the problem also compounds itself because Nick Jones only won like one match, but it was the match that counted. He killed Vegeta in 45 seconds, so he earned himself the run back.
So let's just move on right here to the anime title, boys. We got Newman Nakamura, the Beta Lord, and the Psycho Dust.
I love Psycho
The
Dust.
Psycho Dust is crazy. He's a champion right now. The Psycho Dust
He earned it.
is the champion.
He earned it. It's incredible. That is a run that deserves. Is wild how intrinsic that title was to all three men. Like the Beta Lord held the anime title, or the Beta title before it got rebranded forever, and then the Newman Nakamura beat him faster than his entrance was, and then the Chronic beat him faster than his entrance was.
These anime boys, man, they can't keep up.
Psycho Dust is insane. I bet Psycho Dust takes the shit.
Yeah, Psycho Dust, 100%. He's the new Shaheen. He's the new demon.
He's the demon of anime?
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Beta Lord just for the scum heel factor. Just because. Just to be different.
Okay, I can see that still. And the main event, boys.
Holy
we got
shit.
the demon. Speaking of the demon, the real demon, Demon Shaheen, the fucking Sonic champion, versus Teddy Booza and the 187 himself, Mr. Cesaro.
Yeah, you couldn't book this better if you
Yeah,
purposely tried
this has been
I
crazy.
mean,
Like I had a broken leg and then I won
and
the
he
Rumble.
won the Royal Rumble.
It's just crazy.
It was a sham that was proven to be true.
Hey man, the fucking if you get the lottery and you get 30,
You know what?
you get 30. Like
I got marked defending the idea that it was a sham in the process. Paul's an animal. Paul has managed to succeed more often than not in situations that you wouldn't think. There's a certain match that should not be named.
Hey man, I beat Sonic, and I think that's like.
There's a 20.
I think my
minute
career
match.
could have ended right there. Like that's like the highlight. That's the peak. I finally beat my nemesis. Not even that I beat him.
Been to death.
I beat him to death. It was a beatdown. Go over to my channel right now. The same channel that you guys are watching the show on. You will see that beatdown. It was incredible.
I'm gonna say, not because I'm like 2 inches from the man, but I genuinely believe in the Paul factor. I have been converted through a vicious beatdown to believe that anything is possible as long as you believe in the 187.
Yes.
See, I believe it other than against the Demon Shit.
Yeah, and I gotta
Demon
say,
Shit has bodied Paul all season.
as
In the last
as a
season.
third party, I'm making quotations right here, boys. As a third party right now, I've probably lost like 13 times, and I probably won like 2 against the demon. So I would bet on the demon, but the hard pick is myself. But if I'm a betting man, it's the demon.
No one's betting Teddy yet.
Nobody's beating the demon.
Teddy's putting some work. He tied the demon. He broke Paul's leg.
He did break my leg.
This is a big match.
He definitely did break my leg. All right, well, let's move on to Saturday night, boys. We got NXT Takeover, and I know you guys ain't a big NXT boy fans, but we got the Dusty Classic, the Tag Team Championships, and the Dusty Classic on the line at the same time. It's going to be the Undisputed Era, AOP, and Sanity. The Bobby Fishman is out for the whole weekend. He's got injured. I think he tore his ACL or some shit. He's done for maybe.
That's a shame, because I was betting on him to take it.
Yeah, well, I'm betting on the Undisputed Era still to take it because they're saying Adam Cole's going to take the spot. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're gonna like pump in a new Undisputed Era member. So we're gonna have a 4-man crew with Bobby Fishman on the sidelines, and Undisputed Era definitely they're gonna take it. I gotta say this, like, because they scummed their way into the tournament. They weren't even in the tournament, and of course, like them scumming their way into the tournament, of course they're gonna win. Like that's just kayfabe. That's just NXT is just beautiful stuff right there. Next up, talking about beautiful stuff, we have the ladder match for the new North American title. It's just too many belts right now, I think, in NXT. We got the tag championships, we got the NXT main champion, and then we got the UK champion. And now we're adding the North American championship. I just think it's just way too many belts.
What's the difference between the North American and the NXT title? It's not the same deal.
It's kind of the same deal. Like I honestly don't understand.
US and, like,
Yeah.
But like the UK title, Roderick Strong was the number 1 contender for that, and that guy's from fucking Michigan.
Yeah.
So like,
Whatever. Yeah. You don't. I don't even know
what?
Yeah.
All right, but like this match right here, I gotta say it's gonna be a ladder match. It's the first ladder match, like Money in the Bank style ladder match in NXT history. The contenders are gonna be Killian Dane, The Mountain, Velveteen Dream, Adam Cole, ECT, and Ricochet. Those last 2 guys are the 2 new members of NXT. They got signed.
EC3, yeah.
EC3,
I
yeah.
bet the farm on EC3.
I think so.
You think so? Eh? I honestly think it's gonna be Ricochet because I haven't seen anything about these like 2 characters, and then Candice LeRae is the other 3, right? They got signed in January, and everybody's going hype for these 3, right?
I'm just thinking it's like an Austin Aries.
And everybody's talking about this Ricochet guy as like he's like the new best wrestler in the world.
well, he's 6'1".
I've never even seen this guy. Where's he from? Is he from TNA or is he like an
he's
indie
not
boy?
an Indies guy. He's the guy who got that match with Will Ospreay when they were doing all the fucking flips and shit. You ever seen that? Looks like a big thing.
No, like
Yeah.
as far as I go as indies, I watch
Yeah.
NXT. Like,
Okay, well,
that's
he's
just-
like-
He's done a lot of circuits though. To be fair, like he did like Ring of Honor, and he did NDPW for a bit. He did TNA for sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Just,
So it's
and
gonna
he
be
was in the
EC3
Cruiserweight
and
Classic too.
No, he wasn't.
yeah, so it's EC3 and Ricochet's debut on NXT on WWF.
I just think
Right.
EC3's got the pedigree. EC3's like earned it. Like EC3's one of those.
Yeah, he was in WWF
He was in
before,
WWF.
right?
He
was
was
on
in
like
WWF, and he
Tough
was,
Enough for Something
and
Like
he
That?
became King God in TNA. Like TNA was one of those, like it's like the Bobby Lashley thing where you start there and then they're like, ah, you're garbage.
But like the way I see it, we got 2 other stars that have been in NXT for a while. We got Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole, and I would see them putting the strap on either of those guys. They've earned their stripes,
That's fair.
and Adam Cole's been the heel for a while. He's been like putting a lot of mans over. He's kind of been doing the job, but like that foundation, him and the Bobby Fishman and fucking forget the other guy's name, but you know the Undisputed Era, right?
Yeah.
They've been doing their thing. So I would see all 3 of those guys getting the gold. Besides the Bobby Fishman, it's gonna be some new
What
guy.
about the Mountain?
No, the Mountain.
They're all too
No,
big.
the Mountain and Killian Dane.
Dane.
Yeah,
Too
Killian Dane. Those guys are gonna be
Absolutely.
fighting each other. They're gonna be just like, you know, like have you guys watched Street Fighter the movie? You guys remember when what was it like Balrog versus E Honda or some shit like that?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
Zangief.
I
It was
remember
Zangief
that.
versus E Honda.
Yeah, that's what it
So
was, yeah.
just imagine that,
Yeah.
but kayfabe in wrestling. That's basically how I
The
see
match
it.
is gonna be sick as fuck though.
Yeah,
Those
like
guys can go.
no, like
And a ladder
definitely.
match always
I
goes
think
to
this is gonna
EC3.
steal the show. Like I would say it would be the match of the weekend, but I have another match in mind, which is gonna be maybe match of the weekend, match of the year. But this match right here would be definitely a contender, I would say. And the rest of the NXT card is gonna be kind of hard to figure out because I expect Johnny G and the Tommaso Ciampa to close out the show, and then I expect Andrade Cien Almas with Aleister Black. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, get out of here. Fuck.
And Shaggy.
Yeah, man. Technical difficulties, guys. One take, boys. So, like I was saying, I don't expect Andrade Almas versus Aleister Black to close out the show.
Yeah.
Just because we got one of the hypest feuds for the last couple of years, Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny G. Well, I gotta say, Andrade versus Johnny G, the last Takeover, it was probably one of my favorite matches. Maybe it's like top 5 for me, like greatest matches I've ever seen in my life. Like it was definitely one of the best matches I've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. It was-
Andrade was underperforming until they gave him the belt.
yeah, no, he was a jobber. Like no, he was like really like shit. I gotta say until he got Zelina Vega, right? Because he can't talk. I don't even think he understands English. Literally, because he never says a word in English.
He was Alberto's boy.
Yeah, no. The funny thing is that he wanted to leave NXT. He wanted to leave WWF, but Alberto told him to stay. And where's Alberto right now?
Everywhere else.
Fuck yeah. So shit, like, but he stayed and he's the champion. I gotta say, he's been putting in good work. Like, he's a great performer, and he just can't talk. But he's got Zelina Vega right there now. Back him up.
So does Alistair still have the undefeated streak? Or?
No, Alistair lost to. I think he got pinned by Johnny G.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he got pinned by Johnny G on a house show, not even like on just on a weekend.
Oh, so
Yeah, he
NXT
kept.
TV.
Yeah, on
he
NXT
probably
TV.
did with he still has it on TV.
Yeah, no, I definitely see Aleister Black winning it because the crowd just loves him. He's probably the biggest star that they got. Not that the biggest star, like he's the most over person I think in NXT right now. So I expect him to definitely win. And then next up, we're gonna have the women's match. It's gonna be Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. And I gotta say, the last match, it was terrible, man. It was like one of the worst matches, female matches I think, like that they had.
They're doing it again.
And they're doing it again. It's because they want to put Shayna Baszler over because I think they want to make her versus Ronda Rousey like eventually.
Yeah.
Because she's another mixed martial artist. Yeah. She's terrible.
I don't
She's
see
actually
Moon,
terrible.
like, I think the idea of bringing people up for WrestleMania weekend is kind of supplanted by the idea that you can do it SummerSlam weekend.
Yeah.
So I think Moon would retain only to show up on SummerSlam. And the same thing with the main event.
The way I see it is Shayna Baszler's gonna win, and then Ember Moon's gonna debut the night after. Like that's literally what happened with Red
Yeah,
Bull.
yeah.
I see that happening, 100%. I just gotta say, where's Nikki Cross and Kairi Sane? Like those two girls are like those are like my favorite girls on this show.
Yeah.
They're amazing, and they haven't been doing shit.
You would have thought the Pirate Witch would have got a push.
Yeah, I don't think she can't speak in English at all.
Yeah,
So,
understood that.
and then they got Asuka already too. So I don't think she's gonna get pulled up to like maybe another year or so. But Nikki Cross is fantastic, and it's just like
She doesn't have,
after-
she doesn't have a look.
yeah, but like
She's like
no, but you
Paige,
know
but
what?
scarier,
She,
is that her?
actually does have a look like she's not like hot or whatever, like, but she has like a different kind of look.
A psycho bitch.
Yeah, right. They don't have that like on the roster or whatever.
You kind of need her with sanity, though, right? you push her up to the main stage. And you're
Yeah,
like,
I
she's just
honestly don't
weird.
know what's happening with her. Maybe she's injured or something because after the Fatal 4-Way, she was at the no-show. So, moving on to, which I think would be the main event of the show. It's going to be Johnny Gargano, Johnny G, Johnny Wrestling versus Tommaso Ciampa. And one of the beefs that's been set up for like a good portion of the last year, I think it was NXT Takeover Toronto. When, yeah, it was NXT Takeover Toronto when they lost the strap to, I think it was AOP.
Yeah.
And then Ciampa fucking
Beat him to death.
beat him to death. But unfortunately for Ciampa, like the storyline was he was gonna have a nice feud with him right afterwards. But he tore his ACL during that match. The soldier that he is, still continued the kayfabe, continued the match, follow through with the beatdown.
Yeah.
And then he was out for the last like 6-7 months. But I gotta say, in the last 6-7 months, Johnny G was pulling on a clinic, showing why his name is Johnny Wrestling. Going against Andrade Almas, he was having matches with Velveteen Dream, and unfortunately Cassius Ohno, and it was alright, like the match, but it's Johnny G, so he was putting it together. And but then during this whole time that Johnny G was doing his shit, you would just see glimpses of Tommaso Ciampa in the fucking crowd. He'll come in, just be smiling when his beard would just be growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And then finally, it was the run back. It was the match where Johnny G was gonna get kicked out of NXT, get kicked out of WWF if he didn't win. And
Is it WWE as a whole, or is it just NXT?
it was WWE. Maybe it was at NXT. Whatever. He was gonna get kicked out of the company.
No, but it matters, right? Because if he's gonna get fired permanently, then it's a guaranteed win for him. And
But
it's
he already happened. It already happened.
But they're having it again, right? Isn't that a stipulation for
No.
this match?
So this match is unsanctioned because he's already been kicked out.
Oh,
That's
I
the
got you. Okay.
stipulations, right? So Tommaso Ciampa's been beating him down, and then not only that, he's been like tormenting fans. It's been probably like the best case. Like this feud, the NXT right now is definitely rivaling like the golden age of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. probably even better because like they're just working on so many different levels. During that period, it was just maybe like 2 feuds. Right now, we got three like fantastic, like on top of the world like feuds right here. And I gotta say, I think Tommaso Ciampa is gonna go over. I don't see Johnny G winning. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a beatdown. Candice LeRae is gonna be jumping in. She's the other signee of the three that we were talking about earlier, and she's Johnny G's wife, right? And I see she jumping in, maybe taking a beatdown because she was already getting involved like during the setup.
I kind of like a heel turn.
There's only two options. Yeah, the Candice LeRae heel turn.
She
Or the
turns
Johnny
up.
G win.
She costs him the match. Johnny G gets axed, and they bury him on two.
No, I just see it go down as it's gonna be a 5-star match. Like there's gonna be no heel shit at all.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, Tommaso Ciampa's gonna grab the fucking crutch. He's just gonna go to work. It's just
The
gonna
match will be sick as fuck, though,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
It will definitely be the match of the weekend. I would say probably the match of the year. These guys have been best friends. It's like the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn shit. Like that's why I did the parallel. These guys have been best friends for like 12, 15 years.
Can Ciampa work though? I've
Yo,
never seen him work.
yes, yes. So maybe one of my favorite matches I would say before this was Johnny G, Tommaso Ciampa versus American Alpha. It was Jordan Gable, Jason Jordan, and Chad Gable.
They're 2 out of 3 with the revivals.
I've never seen him.
Sick.
Yeah,
I haven't
yes.
seen him work singles though. Ciampa.
Oh, I haven't seen singles of it.
No, like
I didn't watch
he only
CW
worked tag. He
Yeah.
did work singles,
Yeah.
but he got injured. And then Johnny G was working singles for
Yeah.
the last like.
I've heard about that Johnny G, but the Ciampa I haven't.
I expect these guys to put on a 5-star. It's gonna be a clinic. It's gonna be definitely a wrestling clinic. And moving on, guys. Sunday night we got Wrestlemania, not WrestleMania 34. This what is it? It's not the Ultimate Thrill, right? This
I don't know what it is.
this thing.
It's the biggest.
It's garbage.
Ball.
Yeah, I mean,
Point
I like
to the
Dave's
sign.
granddaddy at the mall.
Point to the sign. That's it. WrestleMania 34. So I don't know, man. We got like a bunch of fucking pre-show shit. I don't even know if we should talk.
Yeah,
about it.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about everything. We got Andre to join Battle Royale Memorial.
Yeah.
Lord knows it did so well for Baron Corbin.
You know what?
That match. I don't care who wins that. Strowman's not in it, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know like who's gonna win. Like they're
I
just
got-
all jobbers. Ziggler?
No, I got Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy.
You got Jeff Hardy?
Yeah,
Isn't Jeff Hardy injured?
He's back.
He's back. He's gonna be in that
Jeff
match.
Hardy or Samoa Joe? Or
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's not in that match.
He's back. He's back too.
And they're gonna put him in the pre-show. Like,
Well, what else is
oh.
he gonna go in? He has to get into WrestleMania somehow, right? He's not gonna be brought
Samoa Joe 100%.
Yeah.
If Joe's
And then-
in, he's winning.
So moving on to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, we got the Women's Battle Royal. Notice how I said the Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah, what
Right?
happened?
What happened to
They
fucking
young?
Fabulous Moolah? Right? Is she a
So,
pimp?
No, she's a pimp.
She's a
yeah.
pimp, eh?
She's a pimp.
That, oh
I've heard
god,
of
she's a
that.
fucking pimp.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. So, another jobber match. I actually don't really care who wins.
Probably Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks or
Is it?
Let's take it
Yeah,
back.
it's gonna be Sasha versus Bailey because
Probably, yeah.
they should have actually had a match probably. I think at
They
WrestleMania.
did, they did that.
They should have just put
There's
that on the
something
pre-show.
stuff that didn't
Yeah.
pay off at all.
You know,
Hasn't paid off yet.
what I kind of want is one of the NXT girls to just jump in there and just body those girls because like fuck.
To watch the Royal Rumble, it's not gonna happen. They
Yeah,
got fucking
yeah, they
eliminated.
got eliminated.
They got
They got
fucking
eliminated
busted.
real quick.
It
So.
does my fucking Chris
So-
Stratus and shit.
Yeah. It is what it is, guys. Fuck. We got Cedric the Entertainer versus Mustafa Ali.
I haven't even looked at
Cedric.
it.
I was gonna take
I don't even know what's going on.
I heard Mustafa.
Do you guys want to talk about Enzo?
No.
Alright.
Fuck it, so yeah.
Fuck it.
Enzo's done. He's gone, yo.
We'll move on. Still, we got the Miz versus Seth Rollins and Finn Balor in a triple threat
This
match
should be a
for
great
the
match.
Intercontinental.
I don't know if that's gonna be like. I think that's low key match of the night.
I think it's gonna open up the show.
Yeah,
The way I read it
it's
down,
gonna set the tone for sure.
I definitely think it's gonna open up the
Yeah,
show. The
I-
IC Championship has kind of opened up the show for the last couple of years.
It's probably a clash of styles though. Like Miz with those two are kind of like indie riffing style.
Yeah.
You know, like Seth Rollins and Balor. And Miz is kind of WWE style, like completely.
Yeah,
So
we'll get
it
right.
might not mesh. Might not mesh as well, but I think probably Rollins will win. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take Finn. I think they strapped him with a belt because they fucking blew it with it exploding his shoulder.
I see Finn winning just because he put Rollins over on Raw
Yeah.
during the week.
But I heard he's going to SmackDown. I heard the whole club's going to SmackDown with him and AJ. So
Ooh,
who knows?
that would
Well,
actually be good if that's the case.
Well, they can flip the belts around.
They did flip.
They can flip the belts around. And speaking of the other belt, United States Championship belt, we got the Fatal 4-Way, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, the champion Randy Orton, and the bonus man entering the ring, Rusev.
Randy, end of story. Rusev shouldn't be holding that belt for eternity. He's the best wrestler before, but this is bullshit.
I heard it during the grapevine that the only reason why Rusev is in there is that his T-shirt is actually selling a fucking shit ton.
Rusev Day?
Rusev Day's
Yo!
fucking the merchandise is like off the chain right now. And Vince was like, "Yo, we gotta put him on WrestleMania, bro." He's fucking selling out.
They're burying this poor fuck. He's incredible.
So the only reason why I think Rusev's gonna win, just because his merchandise is just selling like through the roof, and Randy Orton's merch will sell like regardless. He was a jobber. Now it was like at Monday Night Raw, like fucking, and when it was in Toronto. And this girl had like an RKO tattoo on her ass. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, they fucking love Randy Orton.
Yeah.
So I don't think you don't need Randy Orton to win.
See, I don't think they're gonna do like they're gonna have the Daniel Bryan feel good moment. I don't think they're gonna do the Rusev moment as well. So I'm gonna go with someone else. Probably what with Jinder. Just for the don't hit the Jinder, man.
Don't hit the Jinder.
That's it.
Shout out to you, Teddy Bowser.
Shout out to Teddy Bowser.
All right. Let's move on. We're gonna have the Raw Women's Championship. We got Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Oh, that's gonna be free.
It's gonna be free. It's
Nia
gonna be
and a
fucking.
squash.
I think.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be that
it's gonna
bad.
be a squash. Well, what's Bliss gonna do? She's so tight.
I think they want to put the strap on Bliss. So the way I see it is Nia Jax is gonna win on Raw, and then fucking Carmella's gonna cash in on Nia Jax.
On Nia Jax. So you can do that now. You can cash.
Because she's
in
got
on
the money.
other brand.
Like,
Can you cash it on the other brand?
doesn't matter.
What the rules are.
Did they ever say it? Because she's kept on running in and she never cashed
Never
in,
did
right?
Charlotte.
So I think that's what's gonna happen.
Doesn't it expire? Like it has to tap out before the next
It's
20
close.
days.
Before it's close because the Money in the Bank comes like right after fucking.
Yeah, so it's but I think she's gonna cash it out on Charlotte or Asuka somehow, so they.
No, I don't think. I think
Yeah.
that's gonna be the swerve. That's gonna be the kayfabe swerve. She's gonna fucking cash it in on Nia.
Why?
And then no, but like
And then when they push her to Raw.
kayfabe reasons, fucking Alexa's gonna fucking put in work against Nia. It's gonna be a great match. And that's my fucking crackpot theory for the night.
Yeah, that's Infowars.com right there.
Yes. Speaking of Infowars.com, we got Kurt Angle, Ronda Rousey
That's the big event, man.
versus Stephanie McMahon and H.
That's a 7-minute match. Ronda Rousey.
No.
Garbage.
That match is gonna have at least 25 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes dedicated to Triple H's entrance, and then fucking
No.
5 minutes maybe to Ronda Rousey, and then maybe 5 minutes.
Kurt and Triple H are gonna work. They're gonna work slowly, but they're gonna work. And
Yeah, they'll work.
Rousey's gonna make Stephanie.
I feel really bad for Kurt Angle though. Like,
I think it's a double
he could
tap.
probably still
Double
work.
tap.
I think it's
with
Kurt.
the ankle,
Kurt
okay.
taps trips
Yeah.
with the ankle lock.
And then yes,
And then the arm
yeah,
cross.
that's how poetic is that.
Yeah.
That's one. We don't even need it to close the show. I think that's it. close the show. Yeah, that's basically it.
That was the game.
So we're talking with the Raw general managers, right? Yeah, we're talking with the Raw general managers, and now let's talk about the SmackDown general managers. We got D-Bry, Daniel Bryan, of course, and Shane McMahon versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I think Deep Bry kills them both.
Yeah,
Of course, like
I think it's retribution for them putting his ass on the bench. With
I think
5 other
Shane
doctors
McMahon
saying
also
he's good.
has a streak going on when he's never won a WrestleMania match ever.
Yeah, because he's always like, oh, I'm gonna fight Undertaker. I'm gonna fight.
Yeah.
He
some
doesn't win
stupid
any
idiot.
matches though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna break the streak.
Hopefully.
I think it's D-Bry solo. I think they kill Shane early.
Yeah, and you know what?
D-Bry goes bar.
What do you guys think Shane's gonna do? Like what?
Coast to coast
He's at
through a table.
No,
No, shooting star press. He missed it last time, so he's gonna run it back.
He's gonna run it back?
He's gonna hit it.
No.
But he's fucked up.
I think he's gonna take like a fake bump, but he's gonna take like a serious bump.
Yeah.
It's gonna look fucked up, and he's gonna be done for like you said.
Yeah,
he's gonna be
I
done
think
for the
it's
whole.
I don't know if SmackDown can afford to lose Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn unless they switch someone else over.
Oh,
So if they switch
No.
over to the club,
I think exactly what you said
Yeah,
is gonna
it's
happen
true.
because they're gonna have a shakeup afterwards. Right?
yeah.
And I see Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens moving over there, or there's gonna be some bullshit reason why one of them's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Because I think they might split up.
I think the alternative is Shane gets myrtleized and D-Bry lets them pin him,
No.
and then he
It's
heals it up.
WrestleMania, and he's coming back from injury. There's no fucking way.
He heals
You
it
guys
up.
turning.
Yeah,
You gotta want to be genius.
He's definitely gonna
He's the
ride
baby
this
face of
baby
all
push. what other baby faces do they have? Roman Reigns?
It's just him and AJ.
Cena, but Cena's been healing it up. With
No,
this Undertaker
Cena's
stuff.
not really like he's.
AJ's the
Yeah.
only real baby face. of the whole
Yeah.
company.
So
Shinsuke, I guess.
speaking of Cena, let's talk about it. Of course, he's gonna face the Undertaker,
Yeah, he's a
right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, he's talking
is it
about-
gonna be the Undertaker? That's the question. I think since Kid Rock's gonna be at the show,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the American
I would
Badass.
love
That's
that. I
right,
would fucking
boys.
pop
They
for
retired.
that.
He retired.
He retired the Undertaker,
Yeah.
and the American Badass is fucking gonna start his own streak. 1-0 at
I would
WrestleMania.
fucking pop.
I would
But
know
no,
that
he
shit.
beat Triple H. American Badass beat Triple H.
At WrestleMania?
But I mean, it's a
So
brilliant
so
work.
that's gonna be this. That's gonna be the.
He beat Big Show and A-Train as well.
Yeah,
Oh
So
my
he was still
God.
American, but he's 3-0. He beat 3-0.
So it's 3-0, man. That's the American
Yeah.
Badass.
That's brilliant.
That's basically how
I
I see
love
it
that.
right now.
I'd be down. I'd pop. For
Yeah.
that.
Then you
I
can say that Roman Reigns, he retired the fucking dead man,
Yeah.
but the American Badass has got the streak.
And he gets his one match back with a dude who can carry a fucking broomstick nowadays. Who would have thought I'd say that about John Cena?
You know what,
But yeah,
man?
he can go.
I
And
kind of like turned the corner on John Cena.
Yeah.
I used to think he was like trash, but like he's all right. Like he talks really great, and
he can go now.
he actually had like some really good matches during that U.S. Open Challenge. Like it
Yeah.
really opened my eyes to John Cena. Like he actually.
He's
He
definitely
put it
the best
together.
promo. And,
Yeah.
But he's worked with a lot of better people. Right?
Yeah. Look, he works with people that carry him,
Fucking
right?
carry him to
But
whatever.
he can carry the people on the mic.
Yeah, he can.
Right, so it's good, and
And he can definitely
he's
carry
definitely
Taker.
he's
Taker
definitely
can't
a
walk.
good ambassador for the wrestling. I'll give it up to to John Cena. And we're gonna move on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. We got the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos, the champions.
I like the Usos.
I like the Usos too.
I definitely do like the Usos as well. What do you guys think is gonna be the New Day? It's gonna be Big E and Xavier, right?
Yeah.
Since they got fucked up.
No, Big E and Kofi.
I think it's gonna be.
For big nights, yeah.
Big guys.
I think it's gonna be Xavier just because he took that bump.
No, he got fucked.
Yeah, he got fucked
Maybe
up,
he's
so he's gonna have that
Yeah,
record.
Jobs out.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's like gonna be like during a neck race or something like that, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I see it's gonna go down as Big E and Xavier wins because Kofi's had his shine. You know, I think he's gonna be the bigger man. They're all friends. They're gonna be like, you know, you guys get your shine. Have your WrestleMania moment.
Has Kofi ever been on WrestleMania? Like, has
All
he
the
been
ladder
on-
matches. All the ladder
Oh, yeah,
matches back in the day.
yeah.
Singles.
And he's never won a single
Never
one.
won.
Oh, but he always did the coolest shit. He was Shelton Benjamin
He was
2.0.
on the Veteran 2.0.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Raw Tag Team Championship, guys. We got the champions, the 5-star bar, not Braun Strowman. What am I saying right now? We got Sheamus and Cesaro, the Swiss Superman himself, versus Braun Strowman and Undecided. The Cinematic Lord has no partner.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I actually have the candidate, which I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
I think I know who it is too. I think it's a James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth?
Talk about-
I got another little man in mind still.
Alright, true.
Because the rumors, the dirt sheets, they were saying it was going to be John Cena versus Rey Mysterio Jr. at WrestleMania 30.
I think we should write it. But it's weird to explain that, like for WrestleMania.
They're going to want to have a pop. They're going to want
Yeah,
Braun
but it's
Strowman to have a
but
pop.
It's not kayfabe.
Who else? Who else is
James
going to have a
Ellsworth is
pop?
more kayfabe.
Yeah, but
Give
if
them-
James Ellsworth is going to have a pop,
Yeah, but Strowman can win that by himself.
of course he's going to win it by himself, but
James Ellsworth
he's
has
going to
a
want to
pop.
have a pop as well.
Wasn't there big slow talks?
Yeah, that was
Big Slow, Kane.
What about Mark Henry?
Well, the thing is with Big Show,
But if you're in the Hall of Fame, you're kind of done.
with Big Show though, Big's retiring this year. This would be his last WrestleMania if they gave it to him.
Yeah.
And he passed the torch to Braun already. So when he had one more match with the dude, and then they killed the bar, then both these guys get their feels good. You know.
Yeah. Either way.
I don't know who's partnering with me, but I mean, fuck it. It's a Cesaro match, so it's a 5-star banger. It's gonna break the scale.
100% is going to be a 5-star banger.
I
Fucking
think it's
Cesaro.
It's a
Swiss
squash. It's a
Superman.
Braun Strowman
It's
squash.
gonna be a squash, unfortunately to say. Like Cesaro, man. C-section fan, 69. I gotta say, it's gonna be a squash. Just embrace it. Just get it.
Breaking the Meltzer scale.
But don't worry.
6
Next night on Raw or on SmackDown, Cesaro will get the biggest pop of the night, probably of the year, just because the fans know. All the fans know.
Yeah,
That's basically it. The
the
C-section,
Yeah.
the 187,000 million fans.
Styles,
They know what is going on. But yeah, unfortunately to say, sorry, C-section fan 69. It's the truth. We just gotta accept it. Next up, we're gonna have the female SmackDown. What is the female? Women's SmackDown, not female. That's what they call it. SmackDown Women's Championship belt. Charlotte versus Asuka. And I think this is gonna be another really good match.
I can afford the loss.
Definitely, she's not winning. She's not winning.
I think it's gonna be some sort of DQ or something like that.
No.
Some sort of Carmella cashing it.
I think it's gonna be.
Carmella cash in, I can see.
I think it's definitely
gotta keep the
clean. I'm keeping my crackpot theory that Carmella's cashing in on Raw, so she's already the champion.
Yeah.
By now, the Money in the Bank is already done.
I want to switch her over though. That's a big switch. They have so many.
Well, they're gonna do a little fucking mix and match. They're probably put Becky Lynch or whatever. They're gonna do some fucking bullshit, right? So they're gonna do some.
Switch for Carmella.
No, I don't even know. I don't even know why I'm calling it. They're probably gonna put out like Sasha Banks, Bailey, all that kind of
On
stuff.
SmackDown, yeah.
Move some like do some
We'll
flip
see,
flops.
yeah.
But I would say this is a match that everybody, like NXT people, have been kind of wanting to see. These are the two like hype female wrestlers, actual like proper wrestlers. You gotta say, good workers, not just because they're fucking females. They're just actual good workers, and they never fought each other. They had like the mixed match challenge or whatever during the week.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really
It just
count.
depends. Like these matches, the first time they ever locked up, their styles were clash.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is. I think her name is Sarah Del Rey.
Yeah.
Right, the trainer for NXT. She's definitely 100% like been working on this match.
Oh, this match? Okay.
Yes. She's had fucking Charlotte. She's had Asuka.
Yeah.
And she trained them both. Like they basically not like she trained Asuka, but like she coached them both. She did the choreography for all those matches.
Yeah.
She's running for this. I'm very hyped for it. I think it's gonna be maybe the match of WrestleMania. I don't know.
You think so?
But
that's a big ass.
it would be. But next up, we're gonna have Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles.
11 out of 5.
And it's gonna be fucking incredible.
Yeah.
This will be the match of the weekend.
Give him the 45.
I would say Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny G would be my heart pick.
Yeah.
But everybody will say it will be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura as the match of the weekend. Who would have thought we would have this match in WWF?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy, yes.
I remember
yes.
watching when AJ was leaving after his last match with Shinsuke from New Japan. I was like, yeah, that's like one of the 5-star matches. Very few matches I'll ever say I've seen as a 5-star. But that, and I don't even like New Japan. I saw it, I was like, holy shit, that's a fucking 5-star match. I hope they just give him time. And
I expect them to give him time. I expect them to give him at least like 20 minutes.
Give him a fucking half an hour.
Yeah, I would expect at least 20
They're-
minutes.
they're New Japan
No, like
also
as
over.
actual wrestling,
Yeah.
right? As actual wrestling, besides the entrance, I expect them to give him 20 minutes of actual solid
And they're
wrestling.
gonna get like 50 violins down the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
oh yeah, oh yeah. They're gonna go all the stops. You see Shinsuke getting over as well.
His entrance is probably
they're
going to be
gonna
longer than the match or how big that ramp is.
But the best part about this match is
We don't know though. We don't know how big that ramp is. For all we know, fucking man's gonna ride on motorcycles.
I have
Fucking Undertaker's gonna ride every man on a motorcycle to the match. The American badass himself. Then he's gonna change it to the
It'd be
Undertaker.
really sad if Undertaker came out on a motorcycle halfway through the ramp like he did last year because he couldn't walk the full thing.
Of course, man.
But on a motorcycle, that's
Apparently,
even
he's been in the gym and he's been fucking.
yeah.
He's like in better shape than he's been in the last whatever.
Yeah, but last
He's got no cartilage in his bones.
it was bad.
We're not talking about the American badass right now. We're talking about Shinsuke versus AJ.
Match is gonna be
I'm already picking. I got Shinsuke going over. What do you guys think?
Shinsuke?
Yes.
See, I have no idea who's gonna win this.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
why I
know.
think this is gonna be match. Like, out of all the matches, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this guy, this person's gonna win. But this match, I'm like, I have no fucking idea. Because AJ's over as fuck. Shinsuke is not over as fuck.
Would you
You would
really?
assume Shinsuke wins because he won the Rumble, but I'm not.
Would you
sure.
put both the belts on Asuka and Shinsuke
Yeah,
at the
that might
same
be too
night?
much. That might be too much in Japan.
The Japan
Well, they did that for
Revolution.
wrestling. They did that for Royal Rumble. Both
Well,
Japanese.
they won the Royal Rumble.
Both Japanese
It's the
won
belts.
Royal Rumble.
It's different. Though.
And
the
it's-
belts.
I'll
Like,
say yes. I'm
The
gonna say
indie
yes.
parts will be going buck.
Yeah.
See, the
It'll be wild.
Japan fans will be going buck.
I would-
They
I would say
really
yes.
won. AJ
So-
is the most over of the company, probably right now, by far, I would say. Other than maybe
But-
like
I don't think this feud
Daniel
is.
Bryan.
Bryan. Daniel Bryan is the first.
Yeah,
And
I don't
AJ.
think this feud is gonna be over though.
Yeah, I think they're gonna run it back.
Yeah.
So-
That's
Of
why I
course.
think Shinsuke's gonna win it, and I think they're gonna run it back sometime. later.
Sometime. I think they run
I don't think
sometime.
Shinsuke is. ready
You don't think
yet.
he's ready? You don't.
For the
Well, that's what I'm
North
thinking.
American fans.
He's not ready yet.
For the North American fans, at least. But
What better way to get over than having a big
You know,
match at
adults-
WrestleMania?
Hey, they tried it with Finn Balor.
They fucking made the Ultimate Warrior beat Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But Shinsuke won the first one in Japan, so they can say at least it's a Roman match. They didn't mention it, but
They would
I mean,
if
they
he
were.
won. Yeah, I don't know. Hype match nonetheless. I don't
Yes.
care. I don't actually care who wins.
This is
to be
gonna be
honest.
the match of the weekend, match of the year.
Hopefully,
It's gonna
hopefully.
be definitely. Give them time. These guys are two pros. These guys are probably at the top of the game. They're not like some rookies. You know, they've been around the block. So I expect this to be a barn burner. Speaking of barn burners, we got the match closing out the show. The big dog ass beating motherfucker Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar.
How is this not Brock versus Braun again?
Well,
How the fuck did that not
they
happen?
did that
because
already.
Vince
Spin the
McMahon
one at
has
five.
a very, very big, strong boner for Roman Reigns. It's hard for him to get boners nowadays, but he's got one for Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And he's
Does he?
main event, but he's
Well, he
main
let him
evented
win.
the last 4
I
Roman
know,
WrestleManias.
but look at how long he's been without the belt.
Well, he did do that. Roy drug
It was like, yeah, but look how long he's been without the belt. Like, I remember going to Raw, and he wasn't champion back then. It was like
Well-
fucking year
Well,
and a
they,
half,
what do they
2 years
do?
ago.
They did.
He's
did
on the
Brock
A show. He's not gonna be on SmackDown because he's on the A show.
Yeah.
Right? And on the A show, of course, the belt of the A show is
Yeah.
on Brock Lesnar.
It's on Brock
Right.
Lesnar. They waited a year.
I
That's
expect
enough.
Roman Reigns definitely
Yeah,
is gonna go.
Roman's gonna win it.
He's
It was a year-long plan, and it's
I
not-
gotta say, it's
But
not
they-
even a year-long
they-
plan. It's like a 3 or 4
Okay,
year long
yeah,
plan.
But they did it before, and they're like, oh,
And Seth Rollins
Seth
came in.
Rollins
Yeah.
came
So
and
they're
saved
gonna
it.
have this match where they actually have kind of good kayfabe build around it,
Yeah.
right? And they got fucking the worker, you know, the blue collar individual Roman Reigns versus the piece of shit fucking Brock Lesnar is only there for a paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
speaking of that,
Roman's still getting booed though. It's like,
Of course, man.
sad still. I
it's
can't
it's
believe it.
crazy. Like when he
He's
does
definitely
when he
improved,
does the
though.
Superman punch,
Yeah.
all you hear is boos. Nobody's saying ooh
He's
wow.
a-
It's
he's a-
just like boo. It's
He's a
crazy.
John Cena. I mean, people show up to see him.
Yeah.
So.
Just
You know
a
what,
cool
man?
though.
I kind of turned the corner on Roman Reigns. I still think he's kind of terrible, but I kind of feel bad for him. I didn't
He's
really
a
used to
worker.
feel bad for him
He's not
because
a
I'm
bad
like,
worker.
I think he's shit.
no, like not that he's a bad worker. I think he's got a really bad moveset.
Yeah.
I think they need to adjust his moveset. But I gotta say, like, he's just put in a bad situation. Of course, if you're somebody's like, yo, I want you to top guy, you're not gonna say no. You're gonna say yes.
Well, it can't be any worse
Right?
than what situation he was put in last year with The Undertaker, and he got fucking
I mean,
busted on live TV.
the year
But
before his
yeah.
Brock Lesnar match was not good.
Yeah.
But this is two.
It was fun.
It's
It was
2
fun.
years later, so he's definitely improved. It's not going to be any kind of show stealer. That's
He's gonna win. Hopefully, the Heyman joins him somehow.
But
something like that.
either way-
Something that makes people hype.
We're hands down, Roman.
Yeah.
How much pyro is he gonna get?
All
More
of it.
pyro than everybody.
All
More
of it.
pyro than fucking everybody.
Didn't they cut back on pyro because it costs too much money?
Of course, but it's
They're gonna
WrestleMania.
splurge.
But it's
They're gonna
WrestleMania,
splurge, yeah.
and it's Roman Reigns.
All the money.
Last
they
fucking
saved
year, he
from-
punched the ground, and then like the whole place
the
exploded.
whole the ramp went up
Yeah,
and shit.
the
Yeah.
whole place exploded. So like, of course, it's gonna be Roman Reigns. Is that how we're gonna end the show, guys? Roman
That's-
Reigns.
Sadly.
Sadly, guys. So it's been a fun time. It's been the longest episode.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
This is a podcast.
It's
What is up with
it's
shows?
the longest. It's the longest episode that we've had. Industry. It's been a long shit. I gotta thank everybody that's been tuning in. Overwhelming support over the last fucking year. I gotta say, thank all you boys. Thank my sponsors. Thank Big Greek. Thanks John Jane. Thanks fucking Lord Brian Pumper himself. And that's gonna do it for the show, guys. I don't think we got an ad for the day. Just got a PSA for the end of the night.
I think we might have an ad for something.
But yeah, like John Jig, he never sent me an ad, but we got a little PSA for the end of the night. Hope you guys have a great week and hope you guys enjoy WrestleMania. Peace out, boys. Later, boys.
Oh,
You guys
I
say
thought you were
later?
done. Peace!
Infowars.com.
Greek Nation, baby.
Greek Nation, baby.